Okay, hey everybody, this is a new tutorial about how to make a question and answer quiz game here on Scratch. Now with this we'll go over several new skills such as asking questions and using the answers in our codes, as well as using events and also learning how to change our backdrop when different things happen. So here I am, I'm logged in the Scratch main page here. I'm going to go to create and make my new document here. Now first thing I always want to do is make sure I give my program a title. So this is going to be a trivia game, so I will name it Trivia, let's name it Trivia-O-Rama. You can name it whatever you want, and I am going to pick a new character. New spray, I am going to get him from here. Let's see what we want. Something that would be good at asking questions. Let's see. I like this monkey right here. You could pick what you want though. So this monkey will be our main character. Now, we need to give him a backdrop, and my first question is going to be the capital of the state of New Jersey. So when I think of New Jersey, I think of several things, but one of the most prominent is their boardwalk along the shore there. So I'm going to click OK, and now we have our monkey on the boardwalk, kind of floating around. Let's put him down on the boardwalk, and there he is. Okay, so I'm going to go give the monkey some commands here, and I always want to get my green flag. That's the proper way to start things in Scratch. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure I have him showing up and being in the right place. Now remember, wherever you drag him to will be where the go to X and Y command ends up. So right now he is in this spot. It is -10 and -45. If I were to drag him over here, then it will switch to X139 -44. So if you just put him in the spot that you want him to, this will automatically adjust. Don't know if I was clear on that before, but that will happen. So I'm going to get this out, and I'm going to make sure he shows up. Okay, so there he is. Now no matter what happens, let's say he gets over here somehow, when I press that, he will go back down to his normal spot. Now, the thing that we're doing new today is we're going to learn how to ask questions of the user so that they could have some more command over what they are doing when they're using your program. So if you want to ask questions, you need to go to the blue sensing area. We haven't done much with that, but we will. And you can ask whatever question you want. So I am going to stick with this question, what's your name? And so now if you see when I press this green flag, he will ask what your name is, and down here you have a little area where you can type your answer to, or where you could type that answer to the question. So if I type in Kevin, it just kind of goes away, but it does do something. And if you look down here, you could see answer. And with that answer, we can use that to do several things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it here. Then I'm going to have him say a couple things. First, I'm just going to have him say hello for 1 second. I'm going to duplicate that, and then I'm going to go down here. And now what I could do is where I have the answer down here, I can put that in there. So he'll ask me what my name is. I'll answer it. He'll take account of that answer. He'll say hello, and then he should say the answer back to me. So let's try this out. What's your name? And let's say Kevin, and now when I press enter, hello, Kevin. And whatever answer you put in is what he will answer. So let's say my name is Ryan. Hello, Ryan. Okay, so you can give a lot more customization with that. Now, we're going to have him start off this way, but what we want to do is we want him to ask some questions since this is a trivia game. So I'm going to go back here to my question, and I'm going to ask, what is the capital of New Jersey? All right. And I am going to give him some, or I'm going to give the person answering the question some options so that it's easier for them. So my question mark, and then A, let's have that be Newark, which is not the correct answer. And B, it can be Trenton, which is the correct answer. So I'm going to have this right here. And to get a response, to get something that we need out of this, we're going to go back to our if-then statements, if, then, else. So I'm going to attach this right here. And in this, the correct answer is B. So what I want to say is if the answer that they put, if that equals B, here, if the answer equals B, then we are going to have him say something that indicates that you got the answer correct. So if that happens, then I'm going to have him say, I'm not going to have him say hello because that wouldn't really make much sense. I'm going to have him say, "You are so smart!" exclamation point for 2 seconds. And if you get it wrong, I am going to have him say, what should I have him say? Let's have him say, "You are not correct, Buster," and exclamation point 2. He is an excited monkey. And so what I want to do, I need to make sure that this is wrapped in a forever thing so that this is always happening. And let's see if this works. So what's your name? And I'm going to say Kevin. Hello, Kevin. And what is the capital of New Jersey? Let's say I am not, oops, I'm, all right. Yes, so let's say I am not very smart, and I say Newark. Let's try Newark. You are not correct, Buster. All right, but I get my wits about me and answer correctly. B, you are so smart. Now this might be, and then it just goes back as we're in our forever loop. We'll take care of that in a sec, but I'm not sure if this is case sensitive. Let's try a lowercase b, and up. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't matter if it's lowercase or uppercase. That's nice of them. So what I want to do is that if the answer is correct, we're going to go to these new things that we haven't used, and these are called broadcast messages here. I believe is right here. So this is useful for doing one command across a bunch of scripts. So once something happens, then it will broadcast this message, and then in any script that you have, you can have when I receive the message 1, do something. So here, first I'm going to make a new message, and I'm going to say question 2 because that's where we're going to go after this. And question 2, so boom, you are so smart for 2 seconds, and then I'm going to broadcast question 2. So when I receive question 2, then I could have it do whatever I want. So for example, if I wanted to play a meow, I'm going to change this, but let's say I wanted to. If I get this correct, it should say you were so smart for 2 seconds, and then it will broadcast question 2. Now when I receive question 2, it should play a meow, and I'll even have him do something else. When I receive question 2, meow, and no, I don't want to do that. Let's have him glide over here. Okay. So now when I have this here, oops, I need to pause this. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. All right, so when I receive question 2, he's going to meow and he's going to move around. So let's try this. When the green flag is clicked, let's follow along in the code. It goes there. And I asked, what's your name? Says hello for, I haven't done this yet. And I'm just going to abbreviate this time and say Kev. So then it's going to say hello for 1 sec. Kev, answer for 1 sec. Now it's going to ask me, what's the capital of New Jersey? And I'm going to answer the correct way. I should say you're so smart for 2 seconds. Broadcast question 2, which will play the meow and glide to that one area. Let's see. B. You're so smart. And you you see that happen there? Okay, but we do not want that to happen. So I'm going to get rid of this, but hopefully you see the concept behind that and how that might be able to help you out in some of your commands, especially when it becomes more complicated and you're doing these commands across several sprites. So what we are actually going to do is we are going to broadcast question 2, but then to make sure all of this stops, we're going to stop the script, which is that stop all. Yeah, the script. We want to stop this script. Okay. Or else say you are not correct, Buster, for 2 seconds. And that should cause it to go again and let the person guess one more time. So let's try getting this incorrect. And Newark, you are not correct, Buster. And then it will go back to there so that hopefully the person will eventually get the answer correct and they learn their lesson. Now, what I want to do is once you get that correct, I want to change the background. So I'm going to go back to stage. I'm going to get a new background. I'm going to just get rid of this just because I don't need it and I don't like it there. And I am going to have my second question be about the moon. So there is the moon right here. Okay, and I'm going to have that there. I'm going to keep it on here. And now I'm going to go back to my script with the monkey here. And now what I could do is in events, when I receive question 2, I want to switch the backdrop. So I want to go to looks and I'm going to switch the backdrop to moon. So now when this is broadcast, the moon should show up. So let's switch the backdrop to moon, make sure it looks good. And just because I think he looks a little better like that up there, we're going to have him move too. So I'm going to have him go to this. I don't want to mess on that question anymore. Okay. And I'm going to have him ask another question. And this is going to be the exact same pattern as before. So forever, I'm going to ask. I'll do this in a separate command first. I'm going to ask who was the first person to walk on the moon. Okay, and I might want to have this go out a little bit because our commands are getting small. And I'm going to wrap this in the forever loop. Okay, and now we're going to go to our if, then, or else statement. Okay, if the answer, I go to my green one here. If the answer equals our correct answer to this, which would be Neil Armstrong. And I'm just going to zoom in again here. This should be better now. If our answer equals Neil Armstrong, then this will be my last question. But if you want to keep on asking questions, feel free to. Then we are going to say something else about being right. Let's say you are incredibly, you're going to spell incredibly right though, because that wouldn't be good. Incredibly intelligent. Let's say you are so incredibly intelligent. That sounds better. You are so incredibly intelligent for 2 seconds. I'm going to give him a lot of exclamation points because our monkey on the moon is very excited. And then let's say if you are wrong, he is going to say no, no, no. Try again. I'm going to have him say it again. So 2 things. No, no, no. Try again. Okay, but you could put whatever messages you want. This is your trivia game. You can have as many questions as you want, just following this pattern. So I'm going to have this go here. If he's correct, he is going to say, "You are so incredibly intelligent." And then we are going to broadcast the winning scene. So we need to go to our broadcast, and we're going to put it in there, and we're going to get a new message, which is going to be winning scene. Okay, we have that there, and then we go, and we need to choose a spot for our winning scene. So we need to go to backdrops, and we need to pick a spot where he can go to once he has won. And a good spot for this, where would you go if you won something? Let's try the spotlight stage. Okay, so we're gonna go, oops, we need to go back to the monkey, and he is in a perfect spot right there too, which is good. Okay. So now, if we're going to broadcast the winning scene once he gets it correct, when I receive the winning scene, we need to switch our costume. Oops, we need to switch the backdrop, not the costume of the monkey. And we want to go to spotlight stage. So let's try this all from the beginning and see if this works. What's your name? Whoops. Okay. So we never, in the beginning, we never made sure that we go to the boardwalk. So let's make sure this is correct. When that is clicked, we need to switch the backdrop to the boardwalk. Let's try this again. There we go. What's your name? Kevin. Hello, Kevin. And that would be B. You are so smart. Who was first person to walk on the moon? Neil. Let's try it wrong first. Neil Legstrong. No. Try again, and you will be prompted to try again. Let's get it right this time. Neil Armstrong. You are so incredibly intelligent. Oh, why does he ask that again? Oh, we need to stop our scripts, that's why. All right, so making sure that we're stopping our scripts is important here. So let's go here, stop this script. Okay, let's try this one more time. Let's just go here. All right. Neil Armstrong. Whoops, why didn't that work? Neil Armstrong. You were so incredibly intelligent. Boom. All right, perfect. And now we're in the winning scene. And so let's have him say that you win, you win. So say you win for 0.5 seconds. Then let's have him wait for 0.3 seconds, and let's have him repeat that 30 times. And let's see how this looks. Good. Okay, I wonder if this guy has any animations that we could play around with. Oh yeah. Okay, so we are going to play around with our animations. So we have this one scene right here, and again, the good thing about having these messages is that I could just throw this up here and now do another thing with the when I receive. So we'll do the animation for it now. When I receive winning scene. And if you've never done any animations, I think I told a lot of you guys about how to do them, but you are basically just switching between the costumes at whatever pace that you want to. It's pretty simple. So when I receive winning scene, we are going to go to looks. Where's my costume? Okay. I need 3. Yep. All right. 3 things. And I need to wait. Okay. And now just snap them all together. And make sure it goes A, B, C so that we get all of the costumes. ABC. The 1.1 is going to be too long, so I'm going to go point 1, and 0.1, and I'm going to loop it forever so he keeps on doing it. And when I receive, he should do a little dance. There we go. Okay, it's a happy monkey there. All right, and we want to stop everything once he has ended these 30 times. So to stop all, why is this not here? Is it down here? Stop all. So that should just stop everything. And we also, let's get a little music in here once we win. So let's go over to sound. And where's some no, we want the music loops. What's a good winning thing here? Let's see. Let's see, how about this? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, or it's jungle. Alright, so we're going to load up jungle there, and we will just loop it forever until it's done. So let's go back to our monkey here, and when I receive winning scene, sound, play sound. Why is this? Oh yeah, you have to do it in the sprite. This is my fault. So make sure let's load up the same exact thing, but into here, and boom, jungle. Okay, and now this should be here. Play sound, jungle, forever. Okay. And that should be the game. Let's try this all out. What's your name? Kevin. Hello, Kevin. B, you are so smart. That would be Neil Armstrong. And I don't know why it's not playing the sounds. Let's see. When I receive winning scene, forever play. I don't know why that is. Let's try play sound jungle until done. All right, let's try this one more time. All right, Kevin, hello, B, Neil Armstrong. There we go. Okay. And yeah, for some reason it worked when I did until done. I don't know why that is. But that's the game. If you want to add more questions, different sprites, more music, maybe music during the game if you want, feel free. That would probably make your game a lot better. I just wanted to show you what to do, but all the skills that you know should take you far enough in that so you can change it how you wish. And I hope you now know what you could do with questions and how to switch your backgrounds, and also how to use the broadcast messages to help your game work better. All right. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.